Hello children, I am Priyanka Goyal, your English teacher. Today I will continue the chapter My Sister's Sister Part 2. Before I continue the story further, let's recall the previous story that I told you in my previous video. So children, this is the story about Baro Didi and this is story about the Chotan Didi, narrator's sister, who is coming. She is doing job at Delhi. She is doing job in Delhi and she is coming back to her hometown Kolkata. When she came back, her mother asked about the journey. Then she told that she encountered dacoits in the train who were traveling in the ladies compartment, and she told how bravely Baro Didi, who was a middle-aged lady and belonged to the royal family, how she handled those dacoits and how she succeeded to drive away from the train. So till here I explained you the story. Let's continue the story further. How did Baro Didi managed to drive away the dacoits, or what happened next? When dacoits asked the Baro Didi, asked the ladies to hand over the things whatever they were having, Baro Didi said, "Oh well, if you are in such a hurry, wait, do not dare touch any of us. All my jewelry is in this cane basket. I will give it to you just now." Baro Didi opened her basket. The three dacoits bent over it eagerly, but the moment she took off the lid of the basket, a huge cobra lifted its head and hissed ferociously. I suppose it was a toy snake made of spring, we all said together. All said together that this snake was the toy snake made of spring. This is saying, who is saying this dialogue? The relatives or the relatives of Chotan Didi. But actually it was not a toy snake. My sister said, "Of course not. You only see toy snakes in films." This was a real big live cobra with an enormous head. The three dacoits screamed and took a few steps backwards. The cobra looked at them and swayed dangerously. Baro Didi opened her handbag and took out a small flute. The moment she blew into it, the moment when Baro Didi blew the flute, the snake slithered out of the basket and made a beeline for the dacoits. The dacoits were so stunned, they were so surprised that for a moment they could not decide what to do. Before the leader could speak, the snake entwined itself around one of his legs and held its hood right over him, ready to strike any moment. Baro Didi said, "If I blow into the whistle once more, the snake is going to strike. Shall I?" The dacoits, thoroughly unnerved by this unexpected turn of events, burst into a volley of calls, crying, "Save us! Take pity on us!" Baro Didi said, "But I feel a real strong urge to blow into the flute. Really play it. What shall I do about that?" The three dacoits threw down all the money and jewelry which they had taken on the floor and said, "We will rub our nose on the floor of the compartment if you like." Baro Didi then spoke to the snake in a caressing voice and said, "Cobra darling, Leave the wretched man and come to me, will you? The cobra really listened to her words. It let go of the man's legs and stood coiled up in a corner. Baro Didi said, I also have a viper here. I haven't taken it out as yet. That one has a bit of a temper, you see. With the entire country packed with folks like you, well, I always make it a point to carry my tame snakes with me. Baro Didi really made the three of them rub their nose on the floor, and as soon as the train slowed down, they jumped from the running train and took to their heels real fast. But funnily enough, all the other ladies also dashed out of the compartment at the very next station. They thanked Baro Didi for saving their money and their jewelry, but refused point blank to travel with two live snakes. So, of course, the two of us slept comfortably all night. Baro Didi told me all about the techniques of training snakes. A tame snake is even more obedient than a pet dog. So this was the story. It was very funny story also. It was very adventurous story also. So this story teaches that we should have patience, and we should have courage to face any situation rather than frightened. Okay, children, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.